From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page. Now it's off to the show. Take it away, nerds.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Thunderstorm League of Racing here at Richmond Raceway on Extreme Sim TV. I am your host, AJ Capola, and up with me in the booth, as always, he is the owner of Extreme Sim TV. It is Matt Johnson. I'm ready. I'm always ready. Oh, absolutely. Oh, boy. Well,
there I go. The big mute button might help. I got it.
but the stream is stopped. We can hear you, but nothing's moving on track. So I don't know if you have the track paused.
Yeah, I've got that pause for us for a second.
Okay.
So I've got all these new doodads, AJ. And I think I've got so many doodads at this point. It's going to take me a month to get used to doing all this.
Well, as always, I did the intro. Not as always, but Extreme Sim TV is brought to you by the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast, which is my podcast. Thank you, everybody, for helping us out through the month of October with celebrating Nerdtober. It's a lot of fun getting scared the crap out of. But now we're back into a little bit of a month of whatever we talk about. Right now, it's practice for the next minute, and then we're going to go to qualifying. We're at Richmond Raceway. I'm waiting for Matt to hit the play button on the stream.
Well, I was letting you do your plugs, and you are now going.
Well, no, we're doing the My Hero Academia movie that came out last Friday. It's pretty much an anime about 90% of the world having superpowers and unique superpowers. So I would go check that out. Check us out on Friday when we talk about it. But tonight we have the Thunderstorm League of Racing at Richmond Raceway for round number 3. Matt, I know I've been looking forward to this. How much have you?
I have as well. They took that week off there, and we're kind of getting some more drivers in here. I think it's going to be a lot of fun here. Next gen car at Richmond. Who knows what to expect, right?
Yeah, I've done actually a next gen test here for another league, and I don't know if it's just the next gen cars, the way they drive, but they were really tight here. Like very tight. Like I could not spin the tires off the turn.
Well, that doesn't necessarily surprise me, I don't think, because of the fact of, the wider tires that these cars have. In theory, you should get more grip in theory, right? We don't know until we see it in real life, but that's the way it should work. So it kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah, I would think so. But I'm really excited. I really like these guys. My first race with them was at Auto Club when we did the tribute to Noah Wilson's grandmother, which to this day our white flag has been Tropical Travels.
Yes, still this day. Tropical Travels is still being mentioned literally every show. It's awesome.
But I like that we're seeing a short track with these guys because we've seen them on intermediates, we've seen them on super speedways. Now it's time to let's focus them on a short track and see who really is the best driver of the league. Because I think if you can win at a short track, you're pretty sitting. Actually, what I just said, sitting pretty.
Well, yeah, you are. And AJ, how do you feel coming into tonight, buddy? being the first real show that you're the lead, I'm kind of going to let you lead a lot of this tonight. This is your first lead show. How does that make you feel, bud?
Oh boy, so I'm literally just going to talk and you're going to follow me?
I'm following you.
Oh, fun. Well, this was kind of sprang on me. I think I've done the intro about once or twice before tonight because, I don't know, it's something fun. You know, I start the show instead of Matt sometimes.
Yep.
But cool. So right now, we're getting through qualifying at the moment with about 3.5 minutes left in qualifying. And right now, Noah Wilson in the 8 is our pole sitter, about 0.3 faster than Devin Mosley.
Yeah, and how cool is that Noah's up there on pole here tonight, right?
And he's still running that wonderful car that I know you'll focus on when we go racing. And you have, what is it called?
We've actually got a diecast in the works of that race car.
You have trading paints open?
Yeah, we got trading paints open, but
I just wanted to make sure.
I don't know what it's going to update to, guys. We'll find out. Trading
you're
paint.
good. I was just making sure.
Oh, you're fine. Trading paints has been a mess for a while for us.
Yeah, it has. But Matt, how many times have you run? What's the word I'm looking for? Richmond.
In the next gen car, 0. In the truck and the Xfinity car, quite a bit. I love the racetrack. In the old cars, it was easy in, hard off, manage your throttle. In these next gen cars, as we've said 2 times already this season, we don't know what to expect, right? Yeah, we know. We just don't.
No, I really don't. Like what I said in preparation for tonight, I did about a fuel run's worth. But I couldn't get the car to spin out. Maybe on more of a worn tire, it was a little easier to spin out. I was really looking for the edge that you have to be on to make it laps around here. And for the first 25, 30 laps, I was not finding it.
Yeah, finding that edge seems to be the problem overall, right? That seems to be the consensus.
Ooh, did you just see on your screen? Holy cow.
I did. Wow.
He clobbered pit wall there.
And he knocked the wall down, that is for sure.
I'm trying to find who that is.
That
the 87.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm rewinding. Well, you probably should too. Rewind that and
let's do it right here.
Holy balls, he hit that hard. It looked like he hit pit road wall.
Oh yeah, that angle. He came down. We'll get you another angle of it. He came down, AJ, and just clipped that wall, bud, and just destroyed.
So even in qualifying, granted he's P4 right now, so he's not sitting too bad. He's about 0.2 off of qualifying on pole, but geez,
well,
that's a hard hit.
Right at the moment, he's probably recouping from nailing the outside wall, because that was a absolute shot that car took. So we're going to actually try to real quickly here, guys. We're going to take you to a hold screen right quick while I try my best to get AJ or get the trading paints to redo its thing again. Because something's not right with trading paints. I can even tell.
Okay, so you noticed it too.
The nerds
you were
have
able
come
to notice
together
that.
to create a show
it's saying
for
they're all up
nerds
to date, but
by
I'm
nerds.
not buying it.
Exit out of it and then go bottom right of your screen
as they talk about all things
and actually
nerdy.
close
Stay up to date on the
trading
show by
paints,
liking the
it'll just
Nerds
go down
Doing
to
Nerd
your,
Things Facebook page.
your
Now it's
standbys
off to the
in
show.
the bottom right corner.
Take it away, nerds.
Yeah, I don't know what's been going on with trading paints.
Yeah, where the arrow is at the bottom right.
Yep.
You're going to click on the arrow. And trading paints should be... There's 4 of them.
How is
Exit all of them.
I know what's happened.
There's too many of them. And they're not all refreshing. Oh, there they go.
What happened is the iRacing software, the iFlag software that usually launches everything, it has relaunched everything multiple times. And we're going to have to relaunch the overlay right quick because that's what it'll have to do. But guys, we got you on
I'm
hold
seeing
screen.
what you're seeing right now, so
yeah, so
it's looking pretty good right now. So I'll let you go through the leaderboard because I know you have that straight up with the overlay.
Yep, it'll be right back up here in a moment, and you guys will be live back at the track now that we got the trading paints decided to fix itself. Well, that was a little bit of kerfuffle, AJ.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. But I can verify you are seeing the right paint schemes right now.
Alrighty, we'll get the overlay back up here in just a moment, folks. We'll let it reload. We'll get you back to the track to where everybody can have their proper paint schemes without it being an absolute mess on the paint-wise. Because so many guys put in so much effort into these things. There you go.
There's the starting lineup.
There we go. So here we go. Bringing you back to the racetrack here. As you see the front row, it's Aaron on the pole. Joshua Parent scheduled to be second here tonight, AJ. Great run for both those drivers. Row number 2, Noah Wilson. Daniel M. right there in 4th. Steve there in 5th. Devon Mosley 6th. 7th is going to be Jeff Ramsdale. Mason there in 8th. 9th is going to be Phillip. 10th is Richard. 11th is going to be James. Chase Baker 12th. 13th tonight, Jerry Manning. Richard Crane 14th, and 15th is Byron Barlett. Lee Tidewell in 16th, and that will round out your 16-car field, AJ. Now what a night! Yeah, really good sized field. Well, we don't need you anymore, starting grid.
Why would it just keep recycling?
It would actually. It's auto. So it's kind of nice, but if you forget to hit the button, it's not so nice. But
so we are 1 lap to green right now. Matt, what are you excited or what are you expecting to see throughout the race tonight?
Honestly, I think these cars are going to be diving late into the braking zone. And I mean late with them big brakes that these cars have compared to the current Gen Cup car model. So expect to see these cars hard on the brakes late into the corner, back in the throttle pretty hard. I think it's going to be some great racing.
And for everybody watching at home, this is Extreme Sim TV, and you are watching the Thunderstorm League of Racing. To stay up to date with all broadcasts for the Thunderstorm League of Racing and any racing on Extreme Sim TV, make sure you hit that subscribe button and do us a favor and hit that like button as we are about to go green.
Here we go, coming to green out of turn 4. Go for it, AJ, buddy.
It is green, and first and second place, Aaron in the 32 and 27 of Josh are neck and neck going into turn 1 as Josh is taking the high side. Wow, and he's going to be clear on the high side as we exit turn 2.
Well, there you go, AJ. He made it work, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Wonder if that has to do with anything of the bigger tires. And he clips the apron a little bit and gets a little squirrely, but nothing really too big to talk about.
Well, it may have a lot to do with those bigger tires. Wilson to the bottom there, but to your point, AJ, I think these bigger tires are going to present opportunities for these guys to pass and have a little bit more grip.
Yeah, well, Josh Parent is kind of moving away from the field right now for a lap and a half there. Just as that 27 got cleared, that 8 car of Noah Wilson was really giving it to the 32, but now he's falling back a little bit. We have a car, the 7 car, really slow on the backstretch right now. Wonder if he got into an incident. His whole car is destroyed.
We'll get back there to the 7 car, Jared Manning, and he's coming to pit road. We'll quickly take a look at it here. Yeah, out of turn number 2, and overcorrect.
First into the wall. These teams do have one fast repair tonight, so that is a thought of if you get into trouble tonight.
And one thing I don't know is how resilient are these cars to damage. Are they very easy to get them a meatball flag? As we've already got 2 cars out of this event with Byron Barlett there and Lee Tidewell.
Yeah, and another thing to notice is they all have, I'm sorry, one of the drivers spoke over the intercom, and one thing to look at is they have unlimited sets of tires that they can run through, so I don't know how abrasive this track is with tires, but it being a short track, I would expect to come down as much as possible to get tires.
Yeah, in a normal situation, you would think. I don't know how these bigger tires react on the short track long term, but I think tires will probably play a role.
We got a battle for the lead going into turn 1 here. Aaron Cavan is underneath the 27. I don't think he's going to make the move. He's going to have to try into turn 3 here.
Yeah, he's going to try to get down there, AJ, but it's just so hard to make that bottom lane work here, it looks like.
It is. It looks like that top line, you're going to be able to protect the inside run. But, I mean, if you keep moving, if you're side by side for long enough, you're going to end up using up your tires being on that bottom lane, because if you're on the inside, I'm pretty sure you're going to use more of the tire.
Yeah, you look behind them side by side as well, or they were back to the race lead also. AJ, buddy, we said this before, but if this is anything indicating what these cars are going to run like on a short track in real life, I'm all game for it.
Oh, 100%. We're seeing battling all over the field right now, whether it's first and second, which it looks like Aaron's backed off just a tiny bit. I would honestly focus on pulling away from the rest of the field, but everybody else is within tenths of each other. That 04 of Steve has the 87 of Daniel and Noah right behind him.
Yeah, right there's the 04, there's the 87 of Daniel. Here comes Noah getting after it there, running that middle lane. Seems to be the faster way right now, with 10 laps in the books here at Richmond tonight, man.
Yeah, we're doing 140 laps tonight, everybody, so stick with us. Hopefully you enjoy the show tonight. That 87 goes really wide in turn 2 and loses a couple spots.
No, one car out of shape. Sorry about that, AJ. It was the 04 of Steve.
He's still out of shape.
Wow.
And he is staying out on the racetrack, collecting himself, and continuing on. That brought him all the way back to 7th place, and he's looking to almost lose 7th place now from the 74 of James.
There's the 17, or the 74, excuse me, right there. Falling in line there, fire graphic on, or FR graphic on that 74 Ford. 13 in the books, AJ. Is this what you kind of thought you'd see tonight?
I mean, I was expecting some single file, to just log laps and everything, but I was expecting to see them closer together a little bit more. Our main battle we have right now is for first and second. There is one for 7th and 8th, but there's really not much else going on around the racetrack, so we're pretty much just going to log laps tonight and see who can kind of prevail and who's going to be the fastest or best car.
Yeah. And again, AJ, this makes me excited for the 2022 season.
Caution,
Yellow's out.
Yeah, we got the yellow flag out.
Yellow's out there. Bernie the flagman going to put it out. We're going to try to determine who it was for you guys at home. Well, let's go to our replay. Bernie the flagman got the yellow out in a hurry. Or should we call it Kim the flag girl and just make it, make her the flagman for tonight?
The 74 has a lot of front end damage.
Alrighty, let's check out the 74 here on the Extreme Sim TV replay. And the 04 got loose right in front of that 74 camp with 16 laps complete of the 140 here tonight, right there. Big contact.
And we got pit stops tonight, everybody. Looks like everybody's coming down pit road.
Everybody gonna head down pit road and tires. We talked about that early on, AJ. You said you wondered. I think this makes your answer pretty clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and let us know volume-wise, guys that are watching, if you like where it's at, if something needs to be adjusted, be sure to let us know, because
32 overshoots his pit box. The 32 overshot his pit box. He's going to lose a lot of time right there.
Oof, that's not good. But yeah, guys, let us
27
know.
is away. 87 right behind him, and 8 right behind him.
There we go.
Oh, he lost 2 spots. The 32.
Yeah, that's not horrible, I don't think.
No, but it could have been a lot more.
Yeah, it definitely could have been here. as we get ready for another restart here tonight, folks. And I would tell you, AJ, as we get ready to go back green, what do you think now that you've seen the first run and tires being kind of an issue?
I don't know if tires are an issue. I think the 04 had damage, and that's why he spun out and collected the 74. But there was actually a lot of fall off. Well, not a lot of fall off. There was about 0.4, half a second fall off already.
Yeah, exactly. As they continue to run right now, 18 on
and
the
that
board.
74 stayed out, and I think he's going to take the lead.
Yeah, I think so too.
So Matt, you've run a lot of races here, whether it's in the truck or Xfinity cars, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I have run quite a few in the Cup and Xfinity rides.
So, as we're watching them pace around, tell us what you do for a lap. Like, how do you get the best lap?
For me, I come in through the start-finish line, take a wide arc into one, let the car really settle, and baby your way back in the throttle off of two. And it's a little easier off of two because you got that wide arc in and you can kind of let the car settle. 3 and 4, it seems to be a little bit tighter making that turn because you're coming from a straight line instead of an arc. You have to really watch that turn 4 area as well. Car can get free, come back to the start finish line, man. And if you put all that together, it'll be a pretty quick lap here at Richmond.
Have you won any races here?
Two.
And you've only raced 2, right?
I've ran a few more than that, unfortunately. I wish I could say I was undefeated, but that's definitely not the case.
So we're sitting on lap 20 right now. We've had one lead change, and the fastest lap goes to that 32 of Aaron Calvin at a 21.93. Are you expecting them to maybe beat that fastest lap, or do you think that's actually going to hold up for the rest of the race?
I think that's probably going to hold up as we go back to green. Later on, when we get another yellow, we'll look at lap times and compare that to the current Gen
And that
Cup
74
car.
gets a heck of a launch, and the 87 gets right underneath Josh again.
Yeah. Oh, and around we go, yellow.
Yellow flag.
Oh, the 27.
Wow.
Oh, the 00 nowhere to go, and that's what happens on cold tires, unfortunately.
Yeah, and Josh is not happy about that because that caution was out for a good couple seconds, and it didn't look like that 00 slowed down at all.
Josh went into the corner, guys, and the car said nope. One more time in slow motion. He's already loose before he even gets to the corner.
Yeah, I think that has something to do with the cold tires and maybe being out of the groove. You know, because I think there is something with the marbles here. Track conditions. Marbles and dust cleared automatically. Practice has moderately low usage. Qualifying carried over from practice, and race carried over from qualifying. So yeah, there's a little bit of it.
And another big incident. So let's do, while we're riding around under yellow, AJ, I'm going to go look at some records for us to talk about. Because what is curious to me is how does this car compare to the Cup car at Richmond, right? The current Gen Cup car. I'm going to get used to specifying with these until next season. But if we go to world records, now keep in mind this will bring up with open setup, so we have to factor that in, right? Because they run a fixed setup. But if we go to Richmond and we look at the next gen car, well, there's nothing official for that. But if we look at the Cup car, say the ZL1 Cup car, so their fastest lap, now keep in mind, with a setup, is a 19.3. My fastest, and I normally run fixed, is a 22, and we're in the 21s here tonight. So that is interesting. By that math, that puts this car slower than the current Cup car.
You want to know what else is interesting, Matt?
What's that?
That 27 did not use his fast repair, even with all that damage.
That is very interesting. So What do you think about the numbers? Do you think that maybe why this car is more racy is because it's a little bit slower and you can kind of handle it a little more, swing it around?
It very much could be.
Because I hadn't... go ahead.
It 100% could be. I don't want to say it levels the playing field for everybody because a slower car, allows more people to get into the game, but you still have to be able to drive it.
Yeah, so it's just... It's
Ooh,
interesting.
That 32 is damaged too.
There's that 32 machine.
On the left side. Driver's side.
See, it'll cycle through here right there. Yep. Wow.
I wonder where he got that.
Who knows out here at Short Track Racing? It doesn't appear to me that these cars are the strongest things in the world.
No.
I mean, just saying, it does not appear that these bodies are the strongest things in the world. So, seems to me that they'll get damaged very easily here.
Yeah, but what I like is they can take a big hit of damage and keep going.
Yeah, that is pretty good. But again, with 26 complete, you've only got one fast repair here tonight to deal with as they continue to run. And, man, this is going to be very, very interesting. James up front of the field there in the 74 machine for this restart, AJ.
Which I'm switching to him now.
The 87.
This is his second restart. He's gonna lead.
Now keep in mind, guys, it was that outside lane that had trouble on the last restart.
Yeah, I green. 87 Daniel. Sorry, I had to put the number to the name for a second there.
It's all good. He's gonna make it. Everybody else gonna kind of tiptoe through turn one, but look at the run that Daniel's got on the outside and clear. New race leader. Wow.
That 97 looked like he wanted it too, but he should be able to get it working on the outside right here.
You know what's interesting as we watch this? It's the first couple of laps, AJ, at that top side seems to be predominant. Trouble, back straightaway. Cars around in the outside wall. No caution as of yet. We'll get your car number. It was the 7 of Jarrett Manning. No caution, AJ. We'll go take a look one more time. Him in the 29 machine of Devon Mosley getting involved. Ooh, Devon got tagged by the 27. And then, oof. I hate to say this, AJ, but Devon Mosley has took that car to the hauler.
Oh, no. Really?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
It's just something with these cup cars. They do not seem to be very strong body-wise. I know I keep saying that, but they're taking hits, and it's just taking them out.
And that 87 of Daniel is just driving away right now, it seems like.
You know what it kind of reminds me of, AJ? In iRacing, if you drive the Indy car, you get any damage whatsoever, it will meatball you, right? With the required repairs. That forces you to use your fast repair even for small damage. I wonder if they're getting meatballed if they get the littlest bit of damage.
I don't know, but I go look at the second place race right now. Jeff is right with Noah right now. Like, Daniel is about a second and a half away. He's in first place, but for a second place, it looks like we have a battle going on right here.
Noah trying to close down on Ramsdale right in front of him. What do you think? How much would it mean for the 8 machine to go to victory lane tonight at Richmond?
I think it would mean an absolute a lot. But just winning anywhere feels awesome.
Well, we know he was disappointed with the run he had at Auto Club. We know that. But here tonight, he is rebounding, and is he going to get clear here into 1 and 2, AJ? That's going to be the $1 million question. And he is clear, so he's able to make the bottom work.
I'm getting reports from the 74 of James Seagrove. He is fighting a very tight, loose race car. Do you think that's loose on entry and then tight on exit?
If it's tight or loose, that would be, car on the apron. But before we check into that, it would be as you come in and turn the wheel, the car's tight. And then I'm guessing as it gets to center, the back off, it wants to break free with him as well. Yep, right there, I seen it. So it's going to push. And when them front wheels kind of finally grab, it's going to snap that back into that car.
That 26 right behind him, Richard Bailiff, needs to be careful. It looks like that 74 could really snap at any turn, but James is doing a really good job to keep the car underneath him right now.
And again, we started with 16, 36 in, and we have technically 11 running. Baker is 10 laps down, but he's still in the race and 13th on pit road. So Jarrett is the last car in 11th actually running around the racetrack at the moment. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen that much attrition happening that early.
No, we're looking
the
at
yellow flag is out.
Oh, there's a caution.
Yellow is out, and it's trouble for Philip Bridgman. And
Go back and watch that, because I heard James in the 74 yell caution before that caution even came out. So I wonder if he had any thing to do with it.
All right, let's see. Let's go back. Well, your answer is yep. And man, the 48 of Phillip, just
It looked like the 74 got loose, the 26 got right there with him, and then they just collected the 48 after that.
Go right here. Up the racetrack, snappy in the wall, tight. Cars come around outside wall. That 48 of Phillip just got pinched into the fence.
Yeah,
Nothing he could have done differently.
No, and I'm glad he held the brake there, because he could have taken two more guys out with him right there.
Because we're back
that
under
shows
yellow.
Pretty good track awareness for him.
And everybody's going to head to pit road here. And you see
I'm curious if the 74, the 32, 27, 48, if all these guys are going to use their faster pairs, because there is some serious beat up race cars out there right now.
I think you almost have to, right?
Yeah, but it's only 40 laps in. If your car is still drivable, I might hold off on it.
Looks like the 74 is holding off because he's still got bumper damage. So he's going to hold off on it. Pretty smart move. Phillip out there on the racetrack has not hit pit road yet. He's coming now. Let's see what his car does. Let's see if he decides to take that fast repair.
I think he went to pit, and I think he might have missed either pit road or missed his box.
And if you remember at the conclusion of Auto Club, I think it was, these drivers were not happy with this car.
No. It provided awesome racing. For us, it was fantastic racing. But for them, it just felt like a plate track. They couldn't pass, and drafting was the biggest thing in the world with them.
And Phillip going to take 4 tires, and he does use his fast repair. So the 48 now fast repairless. Here with 100 to go at Richmond. Meanwhile, Daniel M leads it here tonight. Man, what an evening of just absolute craziness.
Oh, 100%. And while we're under caution right now, you are watching Extreme Sim TV. We are currently broadcasting the Thunderstorm League of Racing, awesome group of guys. And it's been an awesome night so far, pal. What have you thought?
Well, as I get choked on water there for a moment, it's been great. It's been a wonderful night so far, and man, I just hope that they stick with trying these next-gen cars, because I think there's something there. They're just so much of a different car that I think it's catching guys off guard.
Yeah.
This is not your cup car anymore, folks. And like it or not, for better or worse, this is the future of NASCAR, right, AJ? So you got to figure it out sooner or later.
Yeah, I really like these cars.
Because think about it. Next year, AJ, NIS, all the NASCAR series will transfer over to this car. And then the old car will go legacy, and that's pretty much it as far as official racing for it. So you got to figure it out now, because come February, well, it's the next gen car all the way, baby. So 43 will complete, AJ. You've got about, a little under 100 to go. What would be your plan?
Well, this is what, the third or fourth caution we've had in the first 40 laps?
Yep.
I would try to stay within distance of the leader, but I would start trying to log laps right now. Let's get to 120 to go, and that's when you bring the hammer down. But we are
green flag.
And that 87, once again, it seems like whoever is the leader gets an amazing launch off the restarts.
Yeah, they do. Now, everybody going to come through turn 1 and 2, trying to monitor and see if we have any problems. A little loose there on the bottom for Richard in the Sunoco machine, but held on.
Watch that Sunoco machine. Almost pinched the 48 into the wall.
Remember, the 48 does not have any fast repairs left.
No, he used his.
So if he gets into another one, it's going to be El Bueno for him. Philip Bridge, right there, man, he is putting on a drive trying to keep that car clean.
Yeah.
And tell you what, Parent hasn't really moved back to the pack either after the wreck early.
No, he still has his damage. He hasn't fixed or fast repaired yet. I think he's waiting to see if he gets more damage.
Trouble, the 74.
Flag is out.
And that might have been it for James. I think he's still got a fast repair. He didn't use it earlier. I think if he didn't use it earlier, he's going to have to use it now.
What was that, the 36 just turning James?
James just got free. Let's see. One more look here. Oh, right there, just contact.
Oh, wow, the 74 just went right up into him. James went right up into him and then just lost the car on contact.
And then Kawampy. And then fly up in the air. Car around once again, missing the back deck lid.
I'll say it again. These cars can really take a beating.
Bump, bump. My Canadian drums don't work as well as yours.
But
there you go. No.
Looks like we're gonna rack them back up and go for another restart.
Rack them, stack them, and go again. It's more like rock 'em, sock 'em robots tonight.
It seems like it. I'm kind of surprised because these guys are usually, pretty. They're good. I'm not saying they're not good. They usually go a bunch of laps without cautions.
Well, I don't think it's the guys. I think it's that machine that they're piloting. I just think I think that car is a handful, man. I really do.
Yeah, I think they might need more laps to.
I don't even think that. I think NASCAR's getting what they wanted, if it's any indication. They wanted a quote-unquote harder car to drive. And if that's the case at these short tracks, oh boy, oh boy, oh. Let the controversies fly at Martinsville in this thing. But as we get ready to go, AJ's going to be 50 complete as we trudge through the land of damaged race cars right now.
Yeah, I think we got maybe another lap before we start stacking them up and getting ready to go.
I think I'd be making a call to the Avengers to protect these race cars.
I think they need more than the Avengers, pal.
What do they need? What do they need? Captain America's shield? They need...
Well, Captain America's shield is also made with vibranium, so that thing is pretty much indestructible. So if those cars are made from that, they'd, number one, be very expensive. Number two, be indestructible.
Exactly. So, as we get ready to go here again, man, I'll tell you what's going to be fun in a lot of ways is to see who is going to have a fast repair left. It's all about saving your equipment, I feel like, early now.
Yeah, I think that's why you saw James Parent, the 32 of Aaron Calvin, not use their fast repairs yet, even though they have a good chunk of damage.
Well, you look back in the pack, Mosley back out on track, but 13 laps down. Or on pit road, excuse me, Baker on pit road. So their knots are pretty much over at this point.
Well, the way we've been getting cautions, Mosley might not be out of it.
Oh, this is true. There's Baker on pit road. So again, another restart. David Daniel up front. Noah Wilson second. Aaron Craven is fourth. What?
I'm pretty sure this restart is going to be just like all the restarts we've seen before. That lead car gets a heck of a launch, but I would not be surprised if we see that outside line, do good, because we've seen a couple passes out.
Green, green, green.
Yep, green in the air, and
Never mind.
well, Noah's stuck to the outside here. Ooh, just makes me so nervous when they're on the outside like that. I love it. AJ was just like, yeah, never mind. That didn't work the way I planned it.
Yeah, the minute I saw that green flag and only the 87 went, I was like, nope, never mind. But that 8 car is stuck out there. Like, he could probably hold his own, but sooner or later, it's going to...
Oh,
the
no.
32 gets loose, and he is around.
Same thing once again, and we've seen that exact same incident, 3 times now?
Yeah.
A car getting loose on the bottom out of 2.
Now, I know we've said it's probably the car that's doing this, but could that be him getting on the gas too hard?
Oh, 100%. 100% of.
Trying to, get the spot from Noah?
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to get the spot, you're going to get on the throttle, car's going to come around and kawanky, right? I mean,
good thing it's a Ford, so it already has a flat front end.
Hey now, don't hate on my Fords.
I'm a Chevy boy. And then when it's not NASCAR, I'm a Nissan dude.
Oh, wow.
That GTR is sexy.
That
Skyline was sexy.
My dream car is a Crown Victoria of all things.
That's kind of far out there.
As the whole room just goes silent. Even chat's probably sitting there like, really? A Crown Victoria?
Well, I'm looking at the chat. I have the chat in its separate window. So if you're watching us tonight, hello. This is the Thunderstorm League of Racing on Extreme Sim TV, brought to you by the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast, which is my podcast. Check us out. We're in the description below after the race. But holy cow, if you're in the chat tonight, how you doing? What are your thoughts on the race so far? And we want to hear from you. I can read the chat, so whatever you guys say, I will gladly interact, as long as it's English. Because I don't do good with any other language.
And go check out the Nerds Doing Nerds Things podcast to see the cool person on Nerds Doing Nerds Things, Susie, the co-host.
Why did I know you were going to say that?
Well, buddy, I mean, I had to give Susie some love, too.
Hey, it's Rocky. Hi, Rocky. Rocky Faith is one of my NASCAR buddies back from, that league I was talking to you about, the NUS league.
Yeah.
They race on Monday nights. I wonder if it's another night. But my buddy TJ broadcasts while he races there, and
awesome, man.
So,
well,
that's where Rocky's from.
I'm going to get jealous, Rocky, because AJ's all mine right now.
Oh, God.
You can have him back later.
Way to make it sound like that.
Well, that's not what I was going for, but okay. Anyway, back to you in the booth, AJ.
Why, where are you? Because I thought we were both in the booth. But as we're pacing around right now, dude, I'm really excited to see the development of these next-gen cars.
Yep.
Because when they first got brought into iRacing, they kind of stunk. And they're just starting to, with the more testing NASCAR is doing, they're getting a little bit better, but even now, I feel like there are still many issues with it. And Rocky said NUS races Monday and Wednesday, and you could find them on the Desert Shark 7117 Twitch page. So check them out. TJ literally races in the league.
Well, I'm glad you could remember that, because there's no way I can remember that.
Oh, I raced with them for years, so it's been in my head for I don't know how long.
Oh, me and Rocky's about to have a fight over AJ. This is going to get interesting.
At least somebody will have a fight over me. But it looks like we're about to go green as they're coming out of 2 right now. The 87 of Daniel and the 8 of Noah Wilson are on the front row. The second row is Jeff Ramsdale and the 04 of Steve, which last name I'm going to butcher. But we're going to go green, so I don't have time to say it. So
here we go, green in the air.
Green flag.
Yeah, once again, another awesome launch by that 87.
That is Dangle getting out front. Wilson second. Third, Ramsdale. Fourth, Steve. Look at everybody single file out early up front.
Honestly, that's probably the safest. So if you're going to wreck, you only take yourself out.
And
just my opinion there.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's going to be the safe play here all evening long in these cars. Let's take a look tonight. We've had 5 cautions for 24 laps, AJ. And that is since the overlay reboot. So keep in mind, before the overlay reboot, it's not going to track. But man,
well, I just want you to know you rebooted the overlay before the race started. So we've almost done half this race so far under caution. And that's what I said. We need to get some laps logged. We only have an hour and less than 20 minutes left to do 80 laps.
Yeah.
That 09 is going underneath that 97 to reclaim second place. As they're coming out of 4, the 97 is in the wall. He did not want to give up that position, and because of that, he took that right side and scrubbed it up against that turn 4 wall. And that leader is gone. Daniel in that 87 machine is gone, and look who it is. Look who's in 5th place.
What now? It's going to be Aaron Calvin, Aaron Craven. I messed it up, didn't I? Great run for Aaron.
Great run for Aaron, being up front, then getting put into some crappy situations due to some wrecks. But it looks like that 27 of Josh Parent and the 32 of Aaron Calvin both use their faster pairs now. So, now they're SOL for the rest of the race as that 27 goes into the wall.
Up a creek without a paddle, without a fast repair. There we go. There's my song for the
97 is loose coming out of 2.
Oh, that 97's so loose. The 97 up high. The 32. Man, right there as well. Man, what a night we have seen so far.
Yeah, it's been awesome racing. It's just we need more green flag laps.
We all need more green flags, AJ.
Yeah, I can watch racing all the time.
Not
probably
all
the time.
All the time. If I'll be watching the Duel in the Desert this weekend as well as NASCAR. For those of you that know what that is. Which,
now that we actually have some green flag laps right now, who are your picks to be champion in all 3 series out in the Phoenix Desert?
Oh wow, way to put me on the spot here.
Okay, I need to remember who's in them, so...
I'm gonna go Larson, Noah Gregson, I think still in the chase. Who the hell made the trucks? I'm at a loss on trucks. I can't even remember who made the trucks.
It's the 21 Zane Smith, 99 Ben Rhodes, 88 Matt Crafton, or the 4 truck of John Hunter Nemechek.
Man, I tell you what, I think it's going to be Zane Smith. Smith going to get it done here in 2021.
So as we're still under green here for the Thunderstorm League of Racing, I'll throw mine out there. I'm actually going to take John Hunter Nemechek in the trucks. Yeah, but he's in KBM equipment, and I already think he's a really good driver. I'm gonna then go. I'm hoping for AJ Allmendinger, but I'm realistically thinking probably Austin Cindric in the 22.
Okay.
And I don't really care which one. Like, I really do care which one because I'm a Chase Elliott guy. But I'll take Kyle Larson. But it's Hendrick versus Gibbs right now, and the person that has their target on his back is either Kyle Larson or Denny Hamlin, with everything Denny has said these last couple days.
Yeah, for sure. I tell you what, AJ, I got a question for you, buddy.
What's up?
Lousy. Are you surprised that we've gotten spread out a little bit?
No, because there was talk via the drivers and everything to get spread out to try to minimize how many caution laps they are actually doing.
Yeah.
So I think this is all not really planned because I know everybody wants to be close together and fighting for whatever position. But right now is what I said, they're logging laps right now.
It's WWE, folks. It's all rigged. Don't let us lie to you.
Oh, jeez. I have a story about me thinking sports are rigged because I really do.
Oh, bro, 100%. That should be our next podcast episode.
When ESPN tells me that Chase Headley is on first base because of a base hit to center field, and then he's at bat, and then within 5 seconds he hits a base hit to center field.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was at the game. I was there live.
Wow. And guess what? It may be rigged, maybe not, but it's Noah Wilson to the race lead just like that. Oh, Noah got that thing chiming right now.
That 87's not done with competition right now because he's got that 32 right on his back.
Bumps. You know what we need here at Richmond? You know the one thing Richmond's missing, AJ, on the scan in racing is we got a battle here.
I think the 87's conceding the position right there, which is a smart move.
The only thing that Richmond's missing here on iRacing is a drunk fan climbing the fence. Boom.
Oh God! Remember the big ball that got caught on the fence too?
Yeah.
Ooh, that 27 is into the wall coming out of 4 there.
That right side all scratched up. It looks like a lottery scratch-off ticket.
So hopefully it's a winner then.
Well, we hope so.
Hopefully they share with the broadcasters.
Yeah, exactly. 70-7 on the board of 140 complete here tonight, and what's been one heck of a race here at Richmond International Raceway. And again, as we close in on the end of this one, don't forget we're back tomorrow night, doubleheader time, AJ.
Yeah, first Thursday doubleheader.
Yeah, I must be crazy because I keep booking these doubleheaders, but it's going to be dirt and sprint cars. Apex Cup Series all in one night.
Do you have the lists of where they are tomorrow?
I do know. I want to say the sprint
I don't
cars.
even have Apex on Discord.
I will get you that information in a moment because my brain
I kind of need to be in both of them.
My brain went kaput on that one. There's Noah leads the way right now. See, I know the answer, but when I'm asked, I don't know the answer, if that makes sense. So the sprint cars are, let me go see, as we look here, as we still right around under green here. Good for them. We're getting some green flag action on the channel.
I'm happy we're actually getting laps logged so we can actually see the finish of this race.
It is Thursday night, November the
4th.
Wait a minute, I was too far ahead. We're at Williams Grove. We are at Williams Grove tomorrow, or not Kokomo tomorrow night. Tonight they're in Williams Grove in the sprint cars.
In the sprint car series? Okay.
Yes, sprint cars.
Now what about with the Apex Racing League?
And I'll get you that information pronto, good captain.
You know, Noah is not pulling away from Aaron right now, but he's still showing the way up in first, and Josh is closing in to the leaders by about a tenth and a half a lap here.
Well, we're in Indianapolis for Apex, which is kind of coincidental because isn't Kokomo in Indiana?
Speaking gibberish to me, pal. Are they doing the Indy circuit or are they doing the road course?
They are doing the full-blown oval.
Okay.
As Noah Wilson leads Aaron Craven and Steve right there in the 6th spot in the 00 or in the 04. If I can get my numbers right here tonight, as we're about 85 laps into this one at the Richmond Raceway tonight. You're watching.
Ooh, 7-car hard in the wall. He's going to take it to the inside to let the leaders by.
Rip.
Oh, he almost came right up into the 32 too. Holy cow. He needs to get out of the way before he takes out Josh next.
You know what that is, AJ? That's a rip dip paper chip.
Geez, that 7 machine is looking like a Whalen modified right now. And trust me, I know what those modifieds look like. I enjoy racing them on iRacing.
Yep. Yeah, he does. He looks like he just needs to go enter that division at this point, because he's missing a nose. Meanwhile, for the race lead, here is Aaron on the bottom. And Noah going to get put up top. Maybe a lead change here, AJ.
We are definitely going to see a lead change. Noah has acknowledged over radio that 32 is faster, but still does not want to give up that lead, as he's going to have the launch off of turn 4.
Noah's sitting there like, you ain't getting by that fast, Captain.
Yeah, but with that side-by-side, look how fast that 27 came right to the back bumper of the 32.
So we got that 27 machine all over the back bumper now. Now little bumper tag. That's the hey, I'm here. That's the warning. The next one's going to be the move. Let's see. Oh, wow. Parent just drove it in, and now Parent to the back bumper. The 8.
Do you think the 8 was just getting out of the way, or do you think he just blew the whole turn?
Oh, I think he blew the corner. I think he blew the corner like really bad there. Oh, he's going to get in the fence too.
And he's going to lose second place along with getting into the wall.
He should have gotten back down between him and Parent when he had the opportunity to let the 32 go. But he let Parent get...
wall there?
Well, there was also, you let Parent get too close.
Yeah.
You know, when you're battling like that, you just let that third car drive up to you.
On a good note, though, he has about 6 seconds to 4th place, so if he can recollect himself and get back in the rhythm, he can stick with these first 2 cars.
As we're about 50 laps to go here at Richmond, AJ. Closing in on the end of this one here tonight at Richmond Raceway for the Thunderstorm League of Racing. If I could talk, that would be amazing sometimes. Because
why I'm here.
Exactly. So, folks, AJ is really here to, in the future, replace me at Extreme Sim TV, because I am a robot and my programming is getting all messed up.
You know, you said that before, that you want me to take over so you can go relax. And I'm like, I don't know if it would be fun just by myself.
Man, I'm going to be on the beach drinking mojitos and while you broadcast.
Mojitos. And the only reason why I started drinking mojitos was because Sam Axe, Bruce Campbell's character in Burn Notice.
Right now with 93 on the board, you know who else got a Burn Notice at the moment? That 8 machine of Noah Wilson.
Yeah, he's falling back. He's comfortably in 3rd place right now, but he's fallen back from the leaders. Those first 2 cars, Aaron and Josh, are really just putting a smackdown on the field.
Woot, woot, 4 likes. Let's see if we can get it to 5, guys. Let's see if we can get 5 likes on this one. I'd appreciate it a bunch, man. So grateful to already have 4, but how cool would it be, AJ, if we could hit that 5?
Absolutely. And for everybody watching us tonight, this is the Thunderstorm League of Racing on Extreme Sim TV. The Thunderstorm series is currently at Richmond Raceway, as you see on your screen. And right now, they've had 4 lead changes. between 3 drivers, and the fastest lap goes to the 87 of Daniel at a 21.8.
And next week we'll be in the next gen car. I've seen it was announced for Nashville Super Speedway. Ooh. So we will be, then we'll go off to Kentucky on the 17th, and then we're off for Thanksgiving week, and then we return at the Michigan International Raceway on December the 1st, and then off to Charlotte Motor Speedway, Bristol, off for Christmas week, back to Talladega, Chicago, and Homestead to end the season on January the 12th.
So, going back into the field right now, Noah is losing about, let me see if I can do this math right. He's losing about a half a second a lap to the leaders. So, it's a good show. Go watch it. It's on Hulu.
It has a very interesting female character.
Oh, Fiona?
Yeah. Yes. As Aaron leads the way right now. 99 of 140 complete here tonight.
But back to Extreme Sim TV as we're watching the battle for first and second right now. If you're in the chat, let us know, hey, how you doing? What are you enjoying about the race tonight? Who are you pulling for? I'm curious because my vote all the way since Auto Club, I've been rooting for Noah, and we're supposed to not root for people. But Noah seems like a stand-up dude. He's the person I've really talked to the most with the league, so I kind of, 8 car. But who are you guys rooting for?
See, he's got that Fox, NASCAR on Fox bias going on there. Oh, did I say that?
When do you think we're going to see pit stops, if we're going to see them, if it's not a caution?
If we're going to see it, I would say 120, somewhere in there, if we're going to see them, unless the guys think they can make it all the way on fuel from their last stop.
Battle for the lead, battle for the lead.
Battle for the lead once again, dump. And that is going to be Parent, and to the lead goes the... How is that car leading this race?
I have no clue. It was worse before he did the fast repair.
It looks like he's been through a battle on Battlestar Galactica.
Oh God, 87 hard into the wall. Right in front of the leaders.
Yeah, they get through there. And here comes all the Star Wars fans with pitchforks to kill the broadcaster.
So within a couple laps, you might see Noah lose third place right now as the two leaders are battling through lap traffic right now.
Holy Batman, I just about didn't say the other word, but the lap car was right in the way as they came along. Holy Batman, man, that got tight.
That got really tight. But these are also drivers that are losing a lap for the first time, so I can understand trying to fight the leaders, but when you're that much slower, get out of the way.
Oh God, Parent has got an absolute hornet's nest to work through.
And this is going to allow Aaron to get right back to his bumper.
Oh, Parent's going to get trapped here on the bottom, I'm afraid. Oh my good googly moogly. Big
that
checkup.
Second car is already a lap down, and that 26 is fighting to stay on the lead lap.
Oh, we're going to split the 7 here. Parent going to find a way through. But, oh my good, look at the run that allowed the 32 tops up.
Yeah, and it's not done yet.
What great racing.
They got about 3 more drivers before they have a little bit of clearing. The 48 goes high up into the wall. Looks like he's going to stay up in there, and the next lap car they're going to have to deal with is that 26 of Richard Bailiff.
Now, if Parent can get by Bailiff, he might be all right. He might have survived the onslaught here.
That Josh Parent uses the 26 as a little bit of a pick there, and the 26 almost goes down and collects the 32.
Man, that Black Rifle Coffee 26 is absolutely torn up here tonight.
I feel like I can use coffee. Coffee.
Me too, bro. Me too, bro.
So the only people on the lead lap right now is our top 5.
I could use a lot of coffee right now. So if you hear that Black Rifle coffee, just bring me a truckload.
Oh, God.
Where's your credit card? 109 of 140 complete. Here tonight at Richmond.
What it sounds like, that the 27 and the 32 are not happy about the respect they seem to have been dealt by some of the lapped cars right there. So,
well, for some reason, look who won the pony. Who would have thought that? Just saying. I won the pony, AJ. I got that from Jim Cornette. Just saying. I gotta give him credit for that saying.
So Matt, since we just hit lap 110, let's take a couple lap break and crank it up right now.
You want to crank it up? Oh, let's do it. Crank it up here from the Richmond International Raceway. We'll be right back. Enjoy Crank It Up tonight, folks. And
Welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed the Crank It Up here at Richmond Raceway. You are watching the Thunderstorm League of Racing here on Extreme Sim TV. I'm AJ Capola. In the booth with me is Matt Johnson. And what a race we've had so far. It seems like we're really starting to get through pit stops here. The 27 has stayed out along with the 04 of Steve. I don't know if that's a really good move because there's a lot of wear that goes on through the tires, and I'm really shocked that he's staying out this long.
yeah, I wouldn't personally do it, but he's gonna throw it at the board and see if the dart hits the tail on the donkey and see if it works, right? But me personally, I wouldn't have done it.
I'm curious if the 32 had a penalty because he's all the way 3 laps down, and that's a lot further than what it should be.
Well, yeah, it is. And for you guys at home that thought that analogy was nuts, you're not the only one. AJ Kim looked at me like I'd lost my mind. So, you know, I'm glad she is agreeing with the peoples of Extreme Sim TV.
So just as a barometer, Noah Wilson, who already pit, is doing about 22 seconds a lap.
Yeah.
Josh Parent is doing about 23 and a half.
Yeah.
So that's a big difference.
Well, on the bright side, at least it's not 350.
350. 350.
Joshua Parent leads the way right now. Coming to 20 to go this time by.
He's coming to pit road. He's coming to pit road.
He's going to throw in the towel, bring it to pit road, and if he's got a faster pair left,
I don't think he does.
No, he don't. Or I was going to say he needs to work on that car as well while he's down here. Because, man, we've only got about 8
Speeding
minutes.
on pit road. Speeding on pit road.
Oh, no. Well, the pit road police going to get the parent. We'll have to pay a fine and a ticket to get back out there. Steve's going to take the lead. He's still.
That might hand it either to the 04 or the 8.
Well, the 04 still got to hit pit road. So that will give Noah Wilson a great position on the racetrack. And
there's a caution out.
Okay, let's see if we can deduce what happened. We got problems on the racetrack, and I don't see anything. What happened here?
I don't know.
Oh, right there. The Tide Ryan with sideways. Oh, right there, the 57 machine. Or the 97, excuse me, Ramsdale involved. Wow. So with 19 to go, AJ, yellow out. Did you want to see that?
Not if you were Noah Wilson.
Noah's like, come on, guys.
I'm curious because when Josh had that issue, it seemed very, very convenient. I'm not saying anything, but that was a hell of a timing for a caution to come out and only lose 1 lap.
Well, Richmond was decided to scratch your arm.
Yeah,
Just saying.
I didn't mean for that to sound like that. He lucked out with that, but I think Noah's probably going to end up with the lead here. And there's only going to be 4 cars, well, possibly more if people get the wave around.
Yeah, it's
on the lead lap.
It was definitely for Noah. He's just sitting there banging his head against the wall, going, "Why? With 17 to go, the caution going to come out here at Richmond." Wow, man, what a night we're seeing so far, AJ. Well, man, I tell you what, with 17 laps to go, what have you thought of of the next gen race here at Richmond International?
I thought the last 60 laps and those green flag pit stops were excellent.
Yeah, 6 lead changes, 6 cautions on the night so far for the Thunderstorm League of Racing.
What are your thoughts, Matt?
I think overall for a short track race, it's been relatively good. I'm honestly surprised that these cars are slower than the current Cup car here. I really am. I kind of thought these cars would blow the current gen car away here at Richmond. But obviously not. Now, my question, AJ, is when iRacing gets all the data in February back from NASCAR, do you think that'll change?
I think it'll constantly change. We've seen it even with the current gen right now.
Well, and here's the thing. Because Dale Jr. talked about when they did the test at Bowman Gray, the car was surprisingly good at Bowman Gray Stadium. And he talked about how the current gen car, they couldn't even take it around Bowman Gray. So that tells you the biggest difference, right there. If Dale Jr. is saying it's a good short track car, it's probably a good short track car. Hashtag iRacing, we need Bowman Gray. I'm going to promote that for the rest of my years. With 15 to go. I figure if enough people keep yelling about it, eventually we'll get Bowman Gray, right?
I'm surprised it's not in here yet.
I'll just go get me a fish sonar scanner, because I'm sure their scanner works about the same way as a fish, sonar scanner works, and just walk around the racetrack and scan it. Just if I get arrested for trespassing, you got to come bail me out.
I don't know if I have the money or the funds for that.
Did you see the cop point up? What are you doing here, sir? Scanning it for iRacing?
Giving 27 his lap back, so he will be on the lead lap again, which I'm actually kind of shocked by.
Green flag.
He sped on pit road.
But we're green, so he didn't really get it all the way back.
No, but if there's another caution, he's going to be right with everybody.
The controversy creates cash, but battle for the race lead. It's Steve underneath Noah right now with 14 to go.
Noah's got the fresher tires right now.
In trouble. Turn 2 or turn 3.
Caution, yellow flag.
Well, ain't that just a coinky dinker right there? Yellow is out again. Let's try to deduce what happened here.
Daniel in the 87 says he locked up his tires going into 3.
Let's look at it one more time. Getting on the brakes. Yep, just lost it in 3.
Oh! You need to go back and watch the 27 and the 36.
Have we got more?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Ooh. I'm trying to get a
There you go.
under yellow here. Well,
Wow.
I would imagine the radio is quite hyper right now.
Yeah. 27 is not happy with the 36 not holding the brake so he can get by.
Well, he's just sitting there. Oh, no brakes. Oh, he's trying to get turned all the way around and... Oh, wow. That is a huge no-no.
That's a huge hit, too.
Yeah. That is going to pretty much kill Parent. Yeah, that car is destroyed. I would imagine he is very hyper on the radio right now.
Yeah, he's a little bit cooler now than when it first happened. I think he's more pissed that it happened and his car's all torn up, but what are you gonna do?
Well, to be fair, that's why I never fly under yellow, just in case. People yell at me all the time, catch the field, man, and I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna do 100 mile an hour under yellow to catch the field. Why? Because, well, something like that could happen. If you're slow, you can at least jump on the brakes, you know what I mean? But no, but as quick as Joshua Parent was going, there was no way for him to do anything. It was just wham bam and done. 10 to go. So the Parent machine in that modified now, AJ.
We've had a lot of modifieds out here tonight. I felt back home in the Northeast. But we have less than 10 laps to go, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. With 10 laps to go, what is everybody's thoughts in the chat? Who do you think your favorite to win is? I'm going to, again, throw it to the 8 car because I think he's the one with the best tires.
Well, if Parent hadn't have got unfortunately took out in there, I would have probably went with Parent, right? But unfortunately, he got caught up in that. Can we call it shenanigans? They're under yellow.
Unfortunate shenanigans like that.
Yeah, so with 9 laps to go here tonight from Richmond, we'll get ready to go. Overall, though, AJ, pretty good race.
27 just got disqualified.
Oh, well.
Because he didn't clear, I guess he needed to clear the meatball and he was riding around too long with the meatball.
Yep, that'll do it. We'll go green Parent out of this one.
That stinks, because if they would have gotten that meatball cleared, he might have been able to finish this race under power.
Green flag, green flag.
And the 8 with the big launch there.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anybody that can catch the 8 now is going to be the question.
We'll have to see it. If anything, I think it's going to be that 87 or 26 because I'm pretty sure that 04 is on old tires.
Well, he's got the same amount of tires on him as Noah does. Daniel right now in 3rd has the newest. And I think that's the car you talked about. He'll jump to the bottom of the 07, 04, but he's got to make quick work if he's going to get there. Noah just can't get nervous here. He's just got to roll. Whoa, and about.
26 car almost went around there. Actually, it looks like he might have a tire down. I'm seeing sparks out of his right side. Yeah, but he's still going, so...
Yeah, I'm not seeing it on
when
my
he came
end.
back up on the track.
Meanwhile, Wilson leads, coming to 5. Kim to Flagman, going to give him 5 to go this time by. He's sitting here hoping they go green here, AJ, because she wants me over there to watch Moonshiners.
Steve was about 5/100th faster that lap.
Well, Kenny, what do you do if you get there? Do you lay the bumper to the 8?
Short track racing. So, what does that tell you?
Yeah, I think you get up there, you lay that bumper, because it doesn't look like it's been very easy to pass in some aspects.
No.
Oh.
And we might even see the 87 use the bumper on the 04.
Yeah, because he's sitting there going, we got to go, pal. We got to go. He's going to get alongside. And again, a little bit fresher tires on the 87. Now, does he have enough time?
He's clear.
Does he have enough time to get to Noah? Coming to 2 to go. Noah's going to have to run 2 perfect laps. Do not make a boo-boo if you're in the 8 car. Dangle chopping away at the gap already. 0.4 of a second.
2 to go.
Last time by, he was 0.2 faster, even passing that car. Dangle is looking to be right there, AJ.
Yeah, he's going to get there. It looks like probably turn 1 of right here.
Oh, he blew that corner a little bit, though. He went a little high. 1 to go.
Tropical Travels, white flag.
Here we go. Tropical Travels, 1 to go. Wilson half a lap away. Dangle trying to close in. He's going to have to send it in 3 and 4 if he's going to get there. I think the gap's too much. Out of turn 4, AJ, it's going to be Noah Wilson. Victory lane at Richmond. Well, I know we're non-by. Oh, wow, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that happened. A checkered flag out for Noah Wilson. And they'll get the safety trucks rolling to turn 1. But Noah...
I didn't realize they did pyro. That was pretty good.
Oh.
They're blowing up fireworks coming out the backstretch. Like actual fireworks.
Man, what a deal for Noah Wilson. 29 laps led tonight. We'll bring it home in P1. You know that feels good for him after last time out at Auto Club. How disappointed he was to come back here to Richmond and get it done, friends. That's what it's all about. To come back for Wilson here tonight in Virginia. We all know it. What a great evening.
Talk to the winner right now. I got him ready to pull up. So you want to bring him in here?
Yeah, go ahead and bring him in here because I apparently can't.
Well, it's because I already have him.
Oh, you got him? I know a buddy.
I just have to let go of it.
All right, 1, 2, 3, do it. Hey, Noah, buddy, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, buddy, do you feel better this time out than you did the last time we were with you?
100%. I wanted this more than anything. Because of that, I wanted to be able to rebound, and you know for sure who I'm dedicating this race to.
Oh, absolutely. We were mentioning that on stream.
Well,
Yeah,
man,
I'm doing a backwards lap just in her honor right now.
that is amazing, dude. Wow. Great job, Noah.
Thank you very much. I'm relieved that this race is over too. I knew with that 10 laps to go, it was kind of working in my favor because I didn't have long run speed, but I sure as heck had the short run.
Oh yeah, that 87 was coming in about like maybe another lap, but you held it together those last 10 laps, and congratulations, dude.
Yeah, thank you. I knew what my strongest suit was the exit speed, so I was kind of relying on that. And then not only my exit speed, but just these cars tended to lock up for no reason, so I was trying to not do that. And as long as I stayed down with the 10 laps, I thought I was going to be okay because it's hard to pass. So yeah, I was feeling pretty confident, but definitely I was sweating.
Well, you mentioned the cars locking up, Noah. And technically speaking, I think I know why. They got a lot bigger brakes on them than what the last gen car had. And that's something that drivers, it's going to take a long time to get used to. Because if they're locking up here at Richmond, can you imagine what they're going to do at Martinsville?
100%. I don't know. These cars were. Now I wouldn't say I wouldn't give them like a horrible rating, but yeah, it's interesting how these cars run at Martinsville. I've never ran these cars there at Martinsville, but hopefully once iRacing gets enough data, they can kind of fix that issue. Because I put half, maybe, I don't know, 25% brake sometimes, and I just lock up coming into corner too fast. Yeah. So yeah, something like Martinsville, it can happen easily, I think.
Yeah. And that's something I think technically wise with the car with the bigger brakes will have to be looked at. Well, man, again, dude, I'm so happy for you tonight. Bringing it home one here at Richmond.
Yep, thank you very much. And what's ironic is I accidentally used my fast repair like I did at Auto Club, so just kept it safe. And, man, I really wanted this. That's 2 top 5s in a row. We'll be able to rebound this season and keep doing it for my grandmother right here. Appreciate you guys again for that diecast that's coming in, and hopefully I can pull off more for you guys to see.
So, update on the diecast, and I'll tell you on air. So there's a reason why it's taken him a while. I told him he could put it on the old gen model, but he elected, and I think it's the right call, he's actually waiting on the next gen body to get there.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. Yeah, that'd be really cool. I appreciate that.
So it's actually going to go on the next gen body. And so it's going to take a little bit longer, but once he gets the next gen body in, it'll go to the next gen body.
It'll be worth the wait. I really appreciate what you guys are doing.
Yeah. And so, man, I tell you what a great job you did here tonight, Noah. AJ, you got any final thoughts?
Nah, just congratulations and way to get through a bunch of that adversity all race and come out with the win tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much. I do definitely want to finish off with my final thoughts of this win definitely goes out to my grandmother. I know my grandfather watching, so I hope he's happy that I put his Buddy Popel insurance car up in the victory and he got to see it win. So, Papa, I hope you're happy that I got the win, and hopefully we can start doing more. I want to thank Chase again. I want to thank you guys for the broadcast, and just really happy for this win. So I appreciate you guys.
No problem, buddy. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
Well, you could hear it in his voice, AJ. This one meant a lot to him.
Yeah, and let's bring in our second place, the 87 of Daniel.
Hey, Yep, it is Daniel. Yep.
Daniel, Matt and AJ up in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Holy cow. It seemed like you just ran out of time there. We were watching that whole battle from when you guys went green again, and you were coming. Once you got past Steve in the 04, think you just ran out of a little time there?
Yeah, I needed, I think, 5 more laps maybe, and I could have done something. I really wanted to use the bumper, but, I mean, he raced me clean the whole race, and I wasn't going to do something dirty for a win like that. I've already got a win this season. I'm happy with where I'm at. I didn't want to, do anyone dirty.
So how'd you feel like the race went? There were a lot of cautions, but we're still trying to get a barometer on how these next-gen cars are driving. What are your thoughts on it around Richmond?
Personally, I'm not a fan of it, but as the long run came in, tire wear, first of all, it was pretty bad. I mean, there was a point in the run where I was leading in 15, 20 laps later. I was getting lapped. I ended up blowing a tire, actually, on the that long run, and ended up having to pit for that. So, yeah. But it's fun, but, I mean, it's kind of frustrating. You got to back up your corners, and I was feeling the effects of dirty air. I mean, it could have just been me, but it was really frustrating.
Matt, you got anything for Daniel?
No, man, I'll tell you what, you did a great job, dude. And again, hopefully these cars, like you said, takes more time, and into the new year, we'll get them ironed out a little bit more.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what we're expecting. We're expecting as more time goes on, they'll get more updates with these cars and more into them. But, dude, congratulations on your second place. You got anybody you want to thank?
I got no one to thank. But I do want to send an apology out to the 36. I tangled with him about, I think, 3-4 times. Once on that, a couple times on that actually. Green flag run, I was a dump truck and I don't like, roughing people up. Just want to send out an apology to him. That's really it.
All right, dude. Well, great job bringing it P2. We'll get you out of here and then bring up the 04 who finished third. You have a good week. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, you too.
All right, Matt. Here comes the 04 of Steve.
All righty, Steve. Matt in the booth. Got a copy?
Try it again.
Hey, Steve. Matt in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
All righty, man. P3 here tonight, buddy. You lost that P2 spot late in the going, but you did a good job keeping the car in the top 3. How does it feel coming in third tonight, man?
Well, after the race started, I made probably about 5 mistakes out there that cost me my fast repair. And after the first 50 laps, he told me how to finish top 3. I would have been tickled to death. So I was just glad we were able to rebound there, and I was able to stay out of trouble, luckily. And then that long run really played in my favor. I was able to pass a couple cars, and could have had P2. Honestly, could have won the race, but I'll be happy with P3.
Well, man, you did a heck of a job there. Like you said, coming from where you came through early in the night to come home P3, it's a pretty good night overall.
Yeah, it is. And I'm just glad that beat the guys I wanted to beat and still have the points lead. So that's all I'm worried about.
There you go.
There you go, man. That's all you can ask for, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, AJ, any questions here for third?
Yeah, we've asked pretty much everybody we've talked to the same question. How do you feel the next-gen cars are driving around some of these tracks?
Well, at short tracks like this, they're not too bad. They're a little bit tighter off than the current Cup cars, but they're not too terrible. But at anything really over a mile, it's almost like a plate race. I think y'all saw Auto Club, and we did a test at Las Vegas, and we ran 20 laps, like 8 cars, and we were packed up the whole time. So I'm sure it's fun to watch, but driving these, I just don't really like it.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Exactly with what you just said, that it's fun to watch, but it's just like watching Daytona or Talladega. But congratulations on P3. You got any sponsors you want to thank?
No, I don't really got anybody I want to thank, but just thank y'all for broadcasting the race, and thank Chase and Noah for putting the league together.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations, dude, on your third place, and we'll catch you next week.
Thank you. Look forward to it.
All righty, man. Well, AJ, buddy, guess what?
What an awesome night, dude. And
yeah, it was a great night.
Sucks that it's over.
Yeah.
But before we go, we have an awesome night tomorrow night. Matt, tell them what we got.
On deck, bump, is going to be the Dirt Sprint Cars, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. They go to Kokomo, Indiana for some dirt racing, and then me and AJ hop on our Extreme Sim TV bus, and we bus our way down to Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Apex Cup Series here on Extreme Sim TV, 9:30 Eastern tomorrow night. Doubleheader, dirt and asphalt, going to be a good one, AJ.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is actually going to be my first actual dirt sprint car race, so looking forward to it. And as always, I'm AJ, that's Matt. After this, please go check out the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. And y'all have a good night.
Or otherwise known as the Susie Doing Susie Cool Things podcast. We'll see you tomorrow. Yes, Susie, at the last moment, I got you in there. Take my side. Bye, guys. Oh, that was fun.